Breach and Jet.
And I swear
Foxy 9
playing Haven against no Sova is just so nice.
Back to the Sova.
Yeah, I mean, this is bread and butter for Stacks being on that breach. And
The difference between playing C
many
against a
time,
Sova and
but
no
this is, you know,
Sova.
he's been playing it since they had Lakia on the squad, and everyone's saying, why the hell is RB playing Sova? You have Lakia, why not have him play? And then they did sub in Lakia, and then things didn't go so well. So, RB has proven himself to be just an incredible player. My biggest concern for GE is going to be going into Haven, you know, breachless, not having that combo. So we'll see how they decide to pilot this.
I mean, this was the same comp
Yeah, we'll
that
see
they played
how-
last week against T1. Maybe they found a bit of success. Maybe they want to continue to try it, and hopefully they will be able to find some bits of success. Their pistols have been pretty good so far, especially
No
locked
breach
in.
too.
On to the next
I mean,
one. We'll see how it works out.
Man, we are talking
KO's
like
kind of
we're
fine.
looking at a funeral right now.
It does
and
a-
I really
it
hope
does a
that's not
fair
the case.
amount.
I
It's-
want Global Esports
again, you can't
to,
really
like
lock
you
down
said,
aiming.
Quack, at least get one map, show their worth here. So with that, all there's left to do is to get into the game and hear from our casters.
Is Sky
We
Breach
have
fine?
William, and William, tell me, who is
Yeah,
that dashing lad standing next
Again,
to you
it
today?
just means that your C hits a little bit weaker, but obviously getting info on the maps is a lot better.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce my friend here, Brendan Valdez. He's a dashing man. Honestly, what else am I supposed to say about you? We're excited to be here for VCT Pacific. And I mean, we were looking at the map and pick as well. You know, we've
Kimbra,
got some
thank you so much,
questions,
dude.
right? The
Kimbra,
Haven,
2
somewhat
months.
obvious, but then the split. I mean, Global Esports really
Thank
trying
you,
to bank
mate.
on that for map 2. But first of all, they're going to have to get through this Haven, which they did play well on last week.
What game
they
did he
absolutely
discuss?
did. I think that, you know, a lot of confidence in their own play on this map. We often hear from pro teams, they're like, well, we're not even considering what the other team is thinking. We looked good on this map. We want to get into it, and we want to take it down. Obviously, DRX very strong on this one, which should make for a very exciting map number 1.
Oh, okay.
Haven, we did see Global Esports take the 13-4 against T1, and you were pointing out to me, William, they were running the same exact comp.
Yeah, I mean, they were going with the no Sova last week. They're sticking with it again. Now,
Damn.
we're using, you know, the dual
Tell me,
flashes
is this just the
to great
thing
efficiency,
now?
right? Really just
The
setting
5
up
frenzies?
A lot of ways for texture to
That's
break
twice
through.
we've seen this.
And then you
I've gone
compare
from
it
never
from
seeing
again
it
as well.
to
So technically 3 different
now
types of
seeing
flashes
it
here
again.
for Global Esports. Now, you're going up against a team
The
who,
one
once they have tapes,
yesterday
they know
was an
how to
anti,
prep for you.
though.
I'm curious what the plans are going to be. Of course, the
This
reason why
one, I'm not
DRX
so
is
sure.
going to be
DRX on
early,
defense,
8
GE
push
on
here.
attack. I think I can.
Waiting in position, out comes Foxy
Oh
9,
my
gonna pick
goodness.
up 1, but gets taken out by Aran, and down in sewers, even winning that fight as well, is Global Esports, so already off to a
Some
good start
chunky
for them.
damage, I guess, but
Ooh, now I don't think Global
There's a
Esports
potential
necessarily
cleanup.
suspected that to come in, but hold on, we'll see. Okay,
There's no
well,
cleanup.
there's, not much hope there. Buzz probably just going to try to get whatever kills he can early because it is a 1v4.
And that's it, Ronsky with the 3K to start us off. And already, Global Esports off to a fantastic start. A very aggressive push out from Foxy 9 to try to take them on long did not quite work out for
yeah, I
DRX.
think you
Now, I
need a
like
good
the
blend
idea, right?
sometimes.
We don't see that too often, especially not on pistol rounds.
They
coming
also,
out
yeah,
from
they
DRX,
also
bit
are
of a
playing
gamble.
against
Now, what I think
pistol
happens here is if
gods.
Foxy 9 didn't
This
get
is
that
the
first
pistol
kill,
god
the backup
team.
actually just backs off as well, empties the site. But since he gets the first kill, they say, okay, no, they're still paranoid. Let's all flood in, try
I like
to finish
the
this round
idea.
early. And
I
then
like
they're
the
just
idea.
not quick
Omen
enough. Global
flash,
Esports recovers, and they're able to get
Jet dash.
that quick and easy pistol round.
They just,
Pretty interesting stuff.
yeah, that was the most important
from
duel,
DRX
for
to get
sure.
this aggressive from the defender's
Eco on
side.
this one,
This
nothing
time,
on top of it. A
Global
little
Esports
bit of
gonna be setting
util,
up
but that's
around
about
mid.
it.
Maybe looking for some picks
They
before
got,
we do get
they
going on
can
this
stack
one.
some money here.
Oh, I like that from Aaron, right? Even with the
Because they were
spectators breaking
6-0,
that door to
right?
see
At
if
lock-in
anyone
in terms of
tries
pistols.
to swivel off of that, right, just to get an easy pick. Try to figure out where DRX is, because when the opponents are on an eco, you
And then
want
I can't
to
remember what they
try
had
to
last
figure out
week.
what's their gamble, because usually it's a stack. Now, DRX is playing non-traditionally compared to most teams, where they're just saying,
Oh, wait,
just
I'm
play
good.
default, even if it's pistols.
It's only
Get
one game
whatever
today.
1v1s
The longer
we
break in
can,
between.
and then let's go from there. Foxy 9 being spotted.
That's
so,
honestly a good thing.
yeah, Global, they should
I'm
just try
chat,
to
I'm
force
thinking
to
nap,
keep him there,
nap
'cause you know there's
and
backup as
gym
well,
today.
and then rotate to the other
That's
side.
what I'm thinking.
Doing a
Would be
great job
nice.
of that here, trying to take this second round, and you can see there's only Mako on the site
Oh.
trying to get whatever
I mean-
kills he can, spots him, but immediately gets taken out by Texter, as it is
Yeah,
not
this
looking
is a
very
stack.
great for him, as Texter, even through the smoke,
We're
take
gonna
down 2.
get pretty close to this.
I mean, Mako, he makes the best choice he can, not hiding in the
pretty
smoke,
close
which
to
is a
this
bit more
ult.
obvious. He tries
Could
to
just
hang
farm
back.
this.
the very back corner and get an easy pick, but they're working with just classics here for DRX. Now, if this is a flawless for Global, though, they could go for another quick rush in round 3, and that could spell trouble for DRX.
Just let him hunt this as well, trying to get closest to this. So, nicely done from them. If they want to get an orb, they can, and then they'll have that orb for next round.
Very nicely handled, very calm play here on the attack until they go for the push from
in the round after.
Man, I gotta say, there was a time when the crowd would go wild for Texture plays, but because they're up against DRX right now, I mean, there's 5 Korean players on the other side here in Seoul, so they're, a lot of the fans trying to cheer for DRX, holding their breath. We'll see Global. I mean, no surprise here, right? You get to keep all your weapons, and they didn't buy up to Vandals or Phantoms, so it's 4 Spectres. They're going to go for a rush. Now, my big question is Mako.
Okay, insta-C hit. Mollies are coming in. They get the good trade. What can Killjoy do?
Gets taken out by the Bulldog, and now Buzz alone on the site. Kind of being bullied, but he will get the headshot here, but...
Does breach.
Oh,
okay, that's actually huge. Dude, I thought he was so dead.
Shorty in his back pocket.
At the same time, Buzz still here, 16 health.
It's crazy the amount of people that are buying shorties as well.
Bozzy seeing what he can do. 1v3, but he gets shot down through the box.
I was not expecting him to have a shorty in this round. That's all.
Take down the bonus round.
Wow,
he
what
did.
A good hold from Buzz.
Yeah, he
I
did
was a little
amazing.
concerned, right? Because Mako gets 1 kill, so then Buzz tries to flood the site with him. Mako actually gets taken out seconds before, and then Buzz is all alone, but you know this guy loves to shorty. I mean, he was putting up, I think, one of, if not the most shorty kills over at Lock-In as well. So, I mean, he knows which angles to hold if he's being pressured on his own, and then backup arrives in the form of the drone as well.
That was nice. All right. Okay,
and,
damage.
Buzz, he didn't get to play week 1. He's back with a vengeance.
Not great, but okay damage.
Yeah, and consider that Global Esports,
So,
they were
2 people
on
can't
the
buy
site.
next round.
They
That
had a
means
very
it's a
good
swing
entrance.
round.
Foxy9 is going to just pick up a quick headshot here on long.
They just straight up
And
went
still,
for a
Buzz
swing
was
over
able
to
hold
long
him down all
with no
by his
util.
lonesome, essentially, until his
And there was a
teammates
flash
came
shot,
over.
I
So
think.
a very crucial hold as well. Otherwise, they might have been overwhelmed on that site. So now DRX going to start off in a very good spot with that opening kill onto a very important member of Texture.
Yeah, without the Jet, I mean, what more can you do? You're kind of
The Jet
revolves around
definitely.
setting up for Texture, right? You don't have any solid info like the
Okay, yeah, it's a huge round. It's a nice start for them. Can't get out the choke points.
Global Esports are cutting
Holding
noise,
a
but they don't
heavier.
have the spike here
Oh
yet.
my god.
Well, a very common spot to, do little bunny hops and check. And
Okay,
Bronski is gonna
it's
put an end to that nonsense, and Foxy9
everyone's
gets a little bit of
replying at
revenge
the
here in
moment.
sewers.
Foxy9's kill was so important because otherwise DRX would be left guessing
I wonder
whether
if
they would rotate
this
or
is
not
going to be a
off of
common
that kill.
factor.
Now Foxy9
that
getting
they
that kill
don't
knows
default
that means
enough,
Global Esports
and it
still
just means
was,
that they can just
trying to
stack
contemplate their
non-stop.
ideas. Now that they're down to 30 seconds and none of the Killjoy utility has been tripped, DRX has a fairly good idea that this is going to be A.
Absolutely, and here they come. Spots
They can
Bronski,
easily put
Foxy9
Omen
in the
into this
corner.
as
They
well.
do not check this angle, and that is a 4K already for him.
Nicely done
As
from
RB is going
Foxy.
to clean up that last person.
I've not already seen him play too
So,
much.
DRX going to tie things up.
Not seen him
Now,
play too
DRX
much,
so
so
far, they've been sticking with the
let's
Vance.
see
I was
how it
wondering if you go
performs.
right up to the operator, and you might as well. You also have the blade sword if you need to make.
Oh, there
those
was a
plays.
flash,
But
but he
plays like
antied
this,
it?
right?
Damn,
Pushing out
that's
on top
impressive.
of the boxes there on A main. Those are not plays we're used to seeing from DRX in defense, especially on Eastside, because this is one of the few teams that is actually very confident in their A retake. But I like their adjustments because they know that Global likes to hit hard and fast onto the
Yeah,
C
there's
side.
a lot of people are saying good things about him.
And that's a way to get in their heads from the get-go. And just say,
he gets
nope,
the op
you will
out
not be able to do
against-
this. We will be shutting this down. We will be getting
Against the
aggressive.
eco,
Here's
so that
Foxy9.
could get punished.
Got the op. Looking for the pick, does not hit that first shot. As knives are out. That's going to be one on Tabazi.
They're going to try to hunt this down, though. It's an eco anyway.
Oh,
But he's not stopping.
Yeah, this chase down not really
Oh.
working out for them as he's just lining up shot after shot.
Okay.
This is the first one, but
He's
then
just
has
an
been clean.
absolute
Texture
monster.
Gonna look to peek the angle with Monyet distracting, but Foxy9 has none of that and has a couple knives on RB though. Texture will get shot down. And now with the shorty in the smoke, Foxy9 is buying
He
so
didn't
much
panic as well. Didn't panic. Didn't want to use his
Trying
knives,
to-
making sure that he
Foxy
saves
loves
it for
doing this,
the.
by the way, just updrafting just to gain info and try to stay alive.
That's
Buzz.
oi,
No,
oi,
don't
oi.
do it, Buzz.
What you doing? Just take that kill.
Yeah. Monyet gonna go down. 1v3
What you
there,
trying,
trying to
Buzz?
make his way onto the site. Not gonna happen. So DRX 3 rounds in a row. And they hold on to that operator.
Yeah, that's the most
I mean, he's on for a game at the moment, chat. He is on for a
Foxy
game. That was nice, though. The second kill was really cool. I realized that
to
they're just going
climb
to send
back
it short. He
with a
doesn't
couple
have time to
extra
actually just
kills
fully
for
get
his
out, and he has to commit. And then again, when he double smoked, he could have used his ult, but he just knows that it's not optimal. Not optimal use. It's just better to save it.
All of the takes from Global Esports outside of the pistol round have been unsuccessful onto the A site.
GS has a read on this. Oh, but Foxy's just a bit quicker. I think their idea was, do you push out of garage, and if you don't, let's break the Killjoy util. I think that call is finally coming in for Global Esports.
No breach done. You can just take all these angles.
Quicker, and here's the thing. That's why a lot of people have been excited to see him on this DRX squad. Is his opping is so confident.
Yeah, it's not really fair. When a guy
depends what the
can just
play
come out
is,
here
right?
and confidently peek 3 people, get a pick, and get away, right? It's
Okay, since we got into the buy round, it's looked
and now he's rotated back
pretty convincing.
already, and then on top of that,
We definitely got to say GE are going to struggle so heavy if they don't break into this util.
What
And he
DRX
is just
usually
peeking
does, Global
everyone.
Esports, they're just getting bashed around left and right.
Yeah, 2 op kills already for Foxy 9, and if you keep slowly peeking the corners, he will continue to slowly take you out.
Okay, they at least find the alarm bot here, so we'll see if they... First of all, if DRX decide to change it up, second of all, if they just actually start nading it or going over towards
B.
B.
As he was the only one on the site at the time. Stacks here trying to line it up,
Wait,
but gets
how
2v1.
are they...
And
Okay.
all of a sudden, little chance here, but RB with the 2K looking for Aaron, who is on the site. They did not get the spike down.
A little bit of false hope.
Time is not on Aaron's side. The Blade Storm's at the ready. Yeah, Foxy 9 is just trying to play for time. They want to play this as a strong 2v1 here.
Oh, he did not get the blitz. He cancels it early.
Oh, okay.
2 seconds to go.
3
That's
bullets.
just going to be Buzz waiting it out, as that will be the round over to DRX.
Okay.
And Aaron at
Nicely
least
played
is
from
going
Buzz.
to pick up the kill, but he's going to be kicking himself for that.
Yeah, well, I mean, Foxy 9 making the play to say, you know what, we have good econ. So let's just stop the plant. Instead, let's just deny the team credits going over to the other side. I like that idea, right? I mean, yes, you know, you can argue you had the operator, was it really worth it? You could go for a 2v1 retake, but listen, with movement like Foxy 9's, you might as well. He scares
Could
them
he
off the
stuck it?
plant.
I wouldn't torch
And I
it
was
again.
wondering
Timing.
if
I
maybe
was
the
wondering the
Hunter's
same
Fury
thing
just
as
to play
well.
for time,
I was
but
wondering the
DRX
same
seems
thing
confident
if
that
he had
they'll
time, but I
see
think because he
that.
missed the clean, because he missed the
Very
kill
funny
cleanly,
round,
there
actually.
was just no time for it.
What with the craziness. And Aaron doesn't look too disturbed. He's like, well, got the 2 kills, and they will take a timeout from here.
Yeah, I mean, they at least get the operator out of their hands, so they're going to have to reinvest into that. Because, you know, if they're able to carry that forward another round, I mean, you got to imagine that their econ's going to look pretty strong for the rest of the first half. So we've got some hands for DRX here, but on the right side, it's
Foxy
actually
popping.
for Texture.
Yeah, he's on for a score at the
Not
moment
a-
if this keeps
a
happening.
Korean name.
It's a nightmare as well. So GE, in terms of talking about what they have to do here, at one, I see him take more garage
We
control.
talked about this several times on the desk and the cast. I mean,
They might just
are
go
quite
super
a star-studded
fast.
lineup if you look at them individually
It
across different
feels like
countries and
Foxy's
regions.
just
So it's no
everywhere.
surprise
They
that
might
there's a
just
big
go
following
really
for the squad.
fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like C-split and
I think,
stuff.
With all that
Or
confidence in
you
their
might
own
see them get
play,
the attack up
perhaps,
when they can afford it.
challenging DRX on Haven, coming out here trying to take the win.
Thing is,
from
again, they
map
have no
one. Could be a
like,
way to get things started,
have no stuns
especially
and
with,
stuff like that.
split
I
coming
really
up from
think they're
map
going to take
2.
garage this round. It feels like it's the most common
See
thing.
if GES can stop the onslaught of DRX.
They've realized. The coaches looked at some of these stacks and
Yeah,
just
so
been like,
DRX, they particularly
looking like
see that
DRX
Texture
have
because of
got
the
a good
lockdown coming up
punish
for
set up
Aiden,
for
right?
this.
So
They got the
wanna just
molly
make
for the
sure
initial
that
hit.
they counter any of these
That molly.
smart execs.
And
But
then
again,
when they
for Global
re-exec,
Esports now,
they got
I like
stun
the changes
swing.
from Global. They're finally starting to figure out where are the Killjoy abilities being used by Buzz, just so we can disrupt them early on in the round.
Oh, he
Boy,
misses. And Buzz
yeah,
now,
can't be
he's
facing
gotta
with that one.
Kinda concede the garage for now.
But
as
the
he will go
stun
back
was
onto the
enough.
C-site,
The
but
stun
you'll
was
note
enough
that,
to make sure that they
taking this
didn't
very
get
slow, they
control,
have
but
not
they
pushed
also
in
did
just yet.
spam the
Yeah, the
turret.
problem
So.
being that we've got Foxy 9, hiding here, and I don't think the turret spotted him. The guiding light finally will, so they know that this information's been given up. This signifies to
Also,
Global that they actually just
the
have
other
to
big
go see.
issue
They don't have
for
any other
DRX,
options here. And DRX is
sorry,
ready for
for
it. They've already
GE,
flooded it with 3 people.
was that they use their
Here you
dog
go,
to take
Styles
this.
comes out
Right,
as
so
they
then they
move
can't
on
clear
to the
this
C-site,
angle off.
And already in the smoke is Texture.
Which means you can kind of still have the same.
Okay, Buzz gonna get
stack.
one, but Texture following up.
They
They
did great,
clear
though.
out the C site. Now we'll get that spike down.
Well, Global Esports, I think they're going to force a save here and finally claw back.
Lower
One of the
volume?
big things,
Yeah, sure.
Was that null command coming
I'll
in
put it
on
down.
that KO,
Chat,
right?
what
Bronski
number are we
pops
on?
it a little bit further behind, but
Let's
right
do
as
like
they're about to enter,
70.
they pop the Seekers first, and then the null command on top of it, and that means that you don't respond fast enough. Your utility's all tied up for DRX. They've already chosen to flood
See
the
the
site,
Psycho
so they actually
interview
just have
about
to pick
the
these
role
duels,
changes?
but you're
Nah, I
simply
didn't. I actually think they're good though.
outnumbered, so a great
I think
setup
it
for
makes
Global
way more
Esports.
sense.
This is where
Did
they
they
need
say
to win
anything
by
about
missing all these ultimates.
Def
That's
being
pretty
able
cool
to
to
call
see.
the pack?
You know, that's one way to essentially stop the streak of DRX.
Like
and
it'll be
started off
so
with
much
kinda
easier.
Getting Buzz out of Garage as well. They were able to start with that, take it over, and charge on through. And with enough ultimates, they do make
Announce
the
the
play
score
happen.
every
So
now and then for
Global
no
Esports
videos.
only
Yeah,
one
sure.
round behind,
It's
you know,
for
sticking
free
in it
right
so
now.
far
I'll
against
try and
DRX.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll try and
listen,
add it in
lot
a
of
little bit.
people thought this would be a very one-sided affair. I would say so far, Global is.
They
putting
managed
up
to
a
keep the
fight.
ops,
Now, of
though.
course, DRX isn't really showing too much of their hand. They're playing very default heavy, especially with the operator. They got a little frisky in the first couple rounds, but nothing too special. My big question is, win
There's
or
a
lose,
loud
can
truck
Global
outside
Esports
my
start
house.
to
Oh my
force
goodness.
other setups here coming out from DRX? Because otherwise, it looks like Foxy9's happy to just always go into ace or a short with the operator.
And that's exactly where he's headed to once again. As a knife was used,
Okay.
but he's going to be holding this one down. As
GE
you
did
see
well on that
Global
round,
setting up with four
and
guys
the good news for them is
outside
they
the lobby.
overwhelmed C with garage control when they had multiple
He gets
people
a
there.
little greedy trying to
So
pop that
they can
Trailblazer.
fall back
He
on
has
that
been very
again
good
in
about
theory.
crouching underneath that turret not to get spotted.
Oh, meanwhile, okay, just
Yeah, Monyet just sticks that ultimate, a bit
Yeah.
risky.
and he is right there to take him
Okay.
down. As now they are on the east side, but they don't
They
really have a
delayed
good
so
idea of where the
damn
members
it.
of DRX
Foxy
are. They clear them
is
out,
disgusting right now.
and now they're just gonna kind of awkwardly back away. As
Okay,
DRX
they're gonna
are
feel
in
like they've
position
locked
with 5
down a
guys around this
fully
site.
GE are just
If
gonna start
Global
sticking
Esports,
over
if you
towards
wanted
this.
to
But
really
again,
just
it's
stick to
so
this
hard for them.
A-site rush
Like having no
heavily, I
server
almost
at
think
the
of, you know,
beginning
from the
means they
shadows from
can't
Monyet,
take any
maybe
of
it's
this with
better
like
just
a
in
shock
the
at the
site, right?
beginning.
Just to check if backup
It's
has
a
arrived
little
or
bit
not.
harder to take
Unfortunately,
garage.
he
They
tries
kind
to
of want to
create a lot more
smoke.
space with
Honestly,
it,
I want to see them
and
to
backup
smoke
was
flash it
already there,
instead.
right? I think the reason Global Esports still continues
DRX are
because
playing
you
great
realize
though,
Stacks comes to
but
Gold,
I
okay, they haven't
feel
entered the
like
site yet,
GE
but
are making
RB
it
was already
easy.
there, right?
It's
And
so
then
weird
the
to
breach
see
utility
that.
can still come
It's
in
so
and
weird
back
to
up.
see
So
them
a
go
bit of a
take
tough
garage.
round for
It
Global
means that they
Esports,
win a
and I think
round
what we're starting
for
to see
them
is
to then
they
just
haven't
go
figured
back
out
to
an
A
answer for this
and not
operator
break
just
any
yet.
of the util. The plan was to
So
just
they're
make
gonna
them
save on
think
this
that
one.
they've sussed it out and to
Going
change
to
the
look to get on
Killjoy
in there.
setup itself.
As,
But Buzz
DRX
is having none of it.
waiting it out as well.
Buzz is
It's gonna
literally
put
having
DRX
none of
at
it.
5 and 3 in this map so far.
I can put it like here if you
Yeah,
want.
Global Esports.
Is that not too low,
while
though,
their
chat?
econ, they, you know, if they wanted, they could still buy up next round, but I think they're considering. Listen, it's already a 5v2. They have an operator, and we don't want to give Buzz his lockdown for free, right? He's only 1 point away from it, so they say, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's ideal if we get a couple guns out away from their hands, but if eventually they're going to keep the operator anyway, no big deal. Let's just save it and play the long run because there's still, you know, there's still a handful of rounds left here in the first half.
I'll
Still
put it
got some
like-
time. Foxy's going to be playing up on top of.
I'm leaving it here. I think this is
He'll be looking into
this
the
is good
window.
level.
Gonna push out as Foxy covers him. I think so. He's just gonna
Okay,
check for
now
any
they decide
garage
to change it up though.
movement. Of course, not gonna go all the way
Now
out
they
of
change it
range
up
alone,
heavier,
but look how fast Stacks is on that rotation on the map, right? They hear
heavier C setup.
all
Just
this
C,
noise on A, and
fully
he's
with the
checking in
Killjoy.
for any movement
We got the
towards
op
garage. We
over
don't see
towards
any of it.
B,
Killjoy util
and this
is
just looks
holding
like they're
C
set
site
up for
strong, so
when
this is
the when
a relative
pretty much when
stack here on
Foxy
the
wants
side
to
already
go
for
B.
DRX.
It looks
Now,
like it's one of those
Global
teams, and
Esports
again, I
looking
think
for
this is
B.
good when you have a strong opera, and honestly, what I kind
Flash
of
come out.
expect
We
when
got
you have an
drone
opera
here as well, really just trying to
is
get
just
as
like
much
they
info as
take
possible,
control on
but
the
everybody
defense, and a
does
lot of the
avoid
calling is where they want to
eyes
go
of
on
the
defense.
drone. At the same time,
Right,
very
wherever
slow
they want to
blink of
take the
Global taking
peaks,
their
or like the
time.
picks, you have setups that you do
Does look
around it.
like they are
So this
ramping up
is
for any
looking
push.
like when Foxy goes B, this
Yeah,
is a
so
normal
this is
C
one of those
setup.
rounds where Global
And again,
Esports,
in
they actually
anti as
don't
well,
have
you
any
can look at
solid
a lot
info
of this
themselves.
stuff.
They've been trying to sell a type of fake one side or the other, but since they don't have any hard info, they're bringing back the Sky because they want to signify the Trailblazer is where we want to go. Now that they don't see anyone guarding close to
Okay, this
garage,
works
Yeah, okay, they get the
kind of well, but the turret.
Saw the Killjoy over on that side.
Yeah.
Put the lockdown
Although
here for the fake.
on paper the
DRX
fake looks great, it's just this is giving such early info.
Foxy gonna get caught there in B. As the push
I'm
is
so
actually coming in
surprised
onto A.
RB
Mako gonna
used his
hold it
ult for
down.
this.
Stacks picks up a second. As meanwhile the push onto A is relatively weak and slow. Mako in position. Monyet able to get two though. As out with the shorty comes Mako.
Okay, Monyet has made this very doable. He's on for a round here.
You know what? They're able to get the plan
Sylvan,
and
what's
stay
up?
ahead in numbers, which was the ultimate
He is on for a round.
for Global Esports.
I think
now, Buzz, he's done this before.
Ooh, he's trying to hop through the smoke.
Nice round from him. As much as
Global Esports, a very tricky
I think GE are doing a bad job of dealing with the Killjoy and breaking all the Killjoy stuff. They're actually doing pretty good at winning a lot of these duels out into these stack sites.
They actually just send in Texture on A side and then use the Trailblazer to slow enter into C. No, the idea was if we can clear Garage, I'll put in a deep lockdown and at the very least draw out that Hunter's Fury, right? And that gave the signal for Global to enter into the site. It's a little messy, but again, they do it just in time to get another round win.
And the morale is very high for Global because they are playing round for round with DRX and
Knife
Monyet
close.
essentially just
Okay,
on
smoke went out,
through the smoke
and then they had a
and
recon.
caught them with their pants down, and that is going to be a huge
Wait, they didn't even smoke behind it, okay, because he wants to take the shots. They had the recon, but no one shot it. They get the op over to short. There was no smoke, it was down to C long.
and see if they can make a push on the B.
Yeah, I think Global right now.
They go middle, break the alarm bot.
Draw out some of these hard ultimates like the Rolling Thunder or the Lockdown, right? Try
In
to
terms of money,
fish
it's getting very low.
Here on B and then get out quickly afterwards if they can. They've checked Killjoy as well, not just her utility.
Nicely done though.
And Buzz, after that,
Yeah, the ping came in. Spam came in. But they did clear close, and then Buzz decides to play close after. So this is the first round where we've seen both bits of Killjoy util killed.
Foxy 9 tied up there. Are they going to actually commit to this with all these ultimates over on DRX's side?
This is a nice hit at the moment. This is good. They take a lot of A control. We'll keep an eye on we'll keep an eye on how the Omen does.
Okay, but this is very good because if the Rolling Thunder comes out on B site, they have a way out onto A link. So DRX actually not set up in prime position for this retake.
There's a couple of guys still on A. Zronski is coming in from behind them.
The first kill is an attack kill from heaven, and it's not an Omen with an Omen ult. Oh my god.
We got the lockdown as Monyet gonna be taken down.
Yeah, this is a nice ult at the moment. This kill's very important.
Bossy on the edge of it, spots Buzz, but gets taken out, and a snipe from Foxy 9. They clear them out. It's only Texture on this one, as he does have an ability to try to stop this one in the 3 different smokes, but down he gets taken by Buzz and Shorty.
What a nice round from Buzz. I like the idea from GE.
Yes, oh man, if he
yeah, got real close. Did get real close.
Through the smoke, that would have been round win here for Global Esports, but a great idea. But
if Buzz doesn't get this kill bottom, I mean, if Buzz doesn't get either of these kills, this is a different round.
All the way around because they realize they've lost site control over the C link, and then their movements have all been red.
So many shorty kills already. It's just Buzz. It's always him. It's Buzz using it a lot, and then obviously the smokers always use it. Right, Jet normally uses it. You'll normally see an Omen use it as well, just because they can kind of choose the vision and not normally close to the smokes. But Killjoy, not so much. But again, we're just kind of seeing how strong it is. It's just a ridiculous gun.
They're understanding how to push Foxy out of sewers. Okay, this time they commit even better to it. They want to get the chase down.
Oh, and the knives through the smoke as Texture is in there. Foxy able to
get
he's still got this operator. Finally gets taken out
Damn,
by a ghost.
he hit a shot there.
On a little bit of an eco, they're trying to push on in here.
This has to be the game with the most shorty kills.
Batsy, and they have a Vandal on Texture as well.
4.
This is easily defendable.
Actually, maybe
Mako's
not,
just been scratched through the wall.
It's 4 already, right? Maybe 5.
And not much hope for Mako, who's on 30 health.
Yeah, there's not much you can do.
I like the change of pace though from GE, and that's kind of what I was talking about at the beginning. I was wondering if they were just going to send it all the time. 6-5 though? Like 5's not too bad considering.
I would guess that Global. Oh, they
And
are
they
gonna
pick up
take
the
it,
attack
okay.
off.
Well, he could also just buy another
So
extra
Stacks
rifle for himself
can.
afterwards. So most likely, what you'll see is
Let's
Texture
think.
open up the round with the operator in the
1-9
coming round,
on
the
top
last
of
round
it,
the
so
half,
yeah,
and then he'll
good.
toss it over to Botsy or somebody else as he goes in with a rifle. They could also just trade.
Could buy off if they wanted to,
plan here.
but
And a Thrifty in round 11 from the side of Global. And it should boost them through into this final round of the half. And going halvesies on attack is, you know, it's decent as Texture.
the score, I mean,
entire thing up, but Foxy, very
yeah,
importantly, made
it's
it
kind of
even
what
towards
Rector
the
said.
end.
It's like,
Yeah, I mean, Foxy was
on
staying
paper,
alive way
it's
longer than
not
he
bad
had
at
any
all.
business
When you want
doing
pistol,
so.
you probably want it to be a little bit
good
higher,
Thrifty
but
coming out from Global Esports, and
when someone's 15 to
Texture
6 as
will
well, I think you
keep
probably
the
have to take
operator.
those.
Now, looking at his econ.
Okay, so the attack ops are going to be a little bit slower on this one.
Well. Again, they could
Oh
always
my
toss it off to
goodness.
somebody else.
Okay, similar to the pistol round, just without the dash.
Foxy, as he is pretty far up here, also
They
has a
still set the
sneak
jet up. That means they can get the rotate better.
And just a little backup plan.
C setup as well for DRX.
Wonders, of course, the Blade Storm available for when he eventually might want to get the flank. Now, Global Esports, they purposely give up a lobby. They know that DRX has been focusing so hard on that area. Yeah, they're going to continue to check how far they've pushed up. I like all this utility, the Sky utility usage coming out from Global Esports. They're trying to make sure they confirm what information that DRX needs.
Oh, the flash goes too deep. That's incredible.
He doesn't get hit. He's gonna get two.
Nice
Two
trader
headshots
discipline.
in a row. Unbelievable.
That's a great
Foxy
sign.
9. The
That's a smart guy.
timing and the wherewithal to make that happen. And then to click on the heads, unbelievable stuff. As now Global 3
What a smart guy. Okay,
And let's
he's
just say
looking
that moment is
good.
exactly the value that Foxy 9 brings
He
to the
is
squad.
looking
Being able to
good.
make that decision of I can try to get ahead of this guiding light just to catch them off guard, the types of risky plays
Yeah,
that
Flash
DRX
just went
usually
around
does
the
not
corner,
make.
just a normal one over towards long.
This onto the already a lot of damage taken by Ronsky. Just by a turret and
Good amount of damage done as well from
here on the
Maka.
site they are. Texter gonna pick up one as he updrafts, and it's
Yeah,
pretty
2
obvious
assists for
where
him on
he
that
is.
one as well.
DRX going to pick up
Nicely done
7
from
on
DRX. Yeah,
defense on
this is a very good half
What a
considering
decision
G
from
won the
that
pistol.
Foxy 9. And I gotta imagine that was all his own decision making because a backup had already kind of left. They just planted him there. He realizes that, you know, the Trailblazer is being used. I think RB breaks it for him, and then he sees the guiding light and he gets clean 2 kills as well. Just crisp.
And the timing was just so good with it as well.
Sometimes it's not
17
easy to land
to
those
6.
headshots, especially when they're running away from you. You can't always predict, you know, what direction they're going to be going. But Foxy 9, you see, he's really excited.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Foxy definitely overheats. It's, I mean, it's what you see from these. It's what you see from these kind of like crazy jet players, and a lot of the time you allow it.
Yeah, but of a giant on
There's
the
a definite
stage right
thing
now,
where
and I think he's got to feel especially proud because a lot of the Korean
it's a
fans,
hard level to
while
always
they've been
get ranked,
excited to
first
see
of all.
Foxy 9 play, they still had the question of, okay, yeah, but you still haven't gone up against the likes of Texture or Meteor,
but
the other
again,
Korean jets that
a
we
lot
know
of these
that
like
have played on other
crazy jet
teams
players,
and
you
have
never
brought
want to
and
kind of
proved
clip their
themselves.
wings,
So how good are you really, right? We're not going to hype you up just
unless
yet.
it's
He
like
comes in and
really
says,
over the top.
well, I can go toe-to-toe, if not
Like
ahead
when it's
of
like
the likes of
Yampy
Texture.
levels of overheat in
Well, so
terms of
far he
like
has
him
proven
at the
that, I
beginning
think,
of
in
this
this
game when he was
first round.
dashing at
It's
people.
still,
That's when you want to
early
clip the
times
wings.
in the
But
entire
sometimes
series,
it's
but, a great start here for
sometimes
DRX
it's
and
just
the rest of the
it's
squad.
just common.
As you mentioned, though,
But
playing pretty default
in terms of
still
this game,
outside of
I haven't
Foxy
seen
9,
it
and
yet,
that's kind
but
of, what we did
I'm just saying it
expect.
is common for jet
Wild
players.
card is love from Brazil.
And it's
Wow.
it's
Made
the
it all the
best.
way here.
It's the best
after
agent for them
DRX's
to be on
performance
as
over in
well,
Sao Paulo,
if
no
they are going to be
surprise
doing
that
that.
we've got fans visiting from Brazil. Great to have
Yeah,
them
exactly
here in the
that.
studio cheering
Depending
for
on
DRX.
how,
And
as
listen,
long as
this
it's not
is-
extreme
this is
levels,
why DRX is so
Pterodon,
many
I
fans
agree
as
with
well,
you.
because they've really
Like
been
you want your
spearheading,
jet to be
the Korean Valorant
aggro.
scene, right? And letting
Like
it
you
be
have
known
a
to the world
dash,
that
like it's
Korea's here
made
to
to do
compete,
that.
and now they help
You want
represent
it to do the
Pacific.
stupid. You want it to be
And now
doing
all these other
stupid
teams have a
things that you
chance
shouldn't be
constantly
getting away
play
with,
against DRX
really.
every week and try to get a good power check of what they can do to try to overtake this team eventually, who most people expect
Could get punished
to
against
still be
different
number one
teams?
here this season.
Maybe.
Yeah, and so far,
I
you know,
honestly
it
didn't
has been a
see
couple
an
weeks. We
overheat
have
from
many
him,
more to
so
go, but,
as in like
it
one
is
that I
looking
would.
that way from what we can tell
I'm
from
pretty
play
like normally. Again, I don't
last
throw the word around
games.
too
Here we go.
much.
We have swap side, DRX
But
now
when I
on the
see it, I will
attack.
normally call it. I didn't see anything that I was
Map
like
looks like they are setting up for a bit
too
of a
much.
play
I think
on
he
this
actually did pretty
Yeah,
good.
with the frenzies as well. They're just going to go
I
hard
mean, I
and
say pretty
fast
good. He
here,
did
and
really
no
good.
surprise, right? You know that Global also is going to have to play stacks. I mean, with with the composition they have, their
Okay,
retakes are
and
not going to be as strong if it's
we're
a
going
full
to go for the
5v5,
insta-C
so
hit,
especially
and
on
this
round
is
with
what
pistol,
the Sova
DRX
is the
is
best
hoping
at.
that Global Esports doesn't win the gamble. They will
The
still set
overwhelm
recon
C
goal
with a
here.
Sova is just
should be a
too
safe
strong.
bet.
Yeah, I mean,
Having multiple recons that you have to look out for
safely and
that just
freely,
scan
as
literally
Global will
all
have
of the
to
back
go
of
for a
sight and
retake here
close
on
is
this
incredibly
pistol
strong.
round.
Yeah, now Global, I mean, they were surely prepared for this because they didn't have Aaron overextending
Okay,
on
with
C.
this as well, they want to take
Pushing
garage
into
control, but
garage
so
as
does
Buzz
GE,
gets
so we see
one,
a
but there is a
6-passing
guy in the
duel
window
in
that they did
garage.
not clear out as Aaron and Monyet push on through as now with utility out, he's
Oh
being
my
sprayed down.
goodness.
Foxy,
Foxy
though, is able to trade
just
one
saved
back,
him.
headshot from Texture, and this
Hey,
retake is
they're pistol
happening.
gods.
Global Esports
Let's
with
see,
only
Arby has double shock,
RB
just
left
let
to
him
take
go.
down.
Now they are very low, but the shock dart doesn't do the job just yet.
Oh, maybe it's single
Ooh,
shock, sorry.
that's that
Oh, no.
peak. And now Aaron, okay,
Damn,
Aaron's
they're
gonna pick
pistol
it up and the
gods.
defuse will be stuck.
Yeah, that was
Close
good.
one.
Yeah, that was good.
They're the
Everyone was
best.
scratched
They're the
quite a
best
bit.
at pistols. It's
But I like it
crazy
from
right
Global.
now.
They understand that DRX also, if they get the site for free, they're
So,
going to have to push
chat,
out
what was their
towards
pistol
the
record
garage.
last
Both teams
week?
trying to fight for that
Because it was
lead,
6-0
but
at
Global
lock-in.
is there
We're 2-0
just in
now.
time to use their utility to fight back
What
and
did
push
they go
through
last
double
week
angles.
with their pistols?
Oh, listen to that energy coming out from GE.
Yeah, I mean, that's the feeling of taking a pistol round with a full retake 5v5 against DRX, and it's really what they needed. You know, if you go down 8-5, you give a couple of rounds over the side of DRX.
They went 3-3.
on
It's a
B,
nice
and
record.
You're not really going to be in a comfortable spot here. As Marshall,
Yeah, that's a
out for
really nice
Texture,
record.
Foxy 9 will
11-3.
be the unfortunate fate for the team.
Yeah, Texture surely hearing what I said during that halftime and saying, nah, the match ain't over yet. Let me put Foxy back in his place. Comes out with the trusty
Yeah, Marshall
He
times
sees
stack
him,
up.
but because there's no
Dude,
backup, he doesn't
yeah,
try to stick
again, chat,
the
if
kill.
you...
I like that decision from Botsy. Says, you know what?
It's pretty
spend your long
devastating
range, I'm not gonna
losing
take
a
the
map
risk,
when you win
I'm gonna
double
wait
pistol. You know you
for
got
Botsy.
heavily outplayed and you were the worst team.
They can play it safely.
It's not like you can...
Trailblazer
I mean,
on through. RB
you can
with
kind
the
of blame it
classic
on some
kickoff
rounds
from
of
that
misplays
range.
and stuff like
Very
that,
nicely
but
done.
a lot of the time it's
Now
relatively
Botsy on
simple
the
in my
side is
mind
going to try
that
to spray them down as they
if
rush
you
through
won
smoke.
double pistol, you
The
should
line is too
be
good,
winning.
and Buzz is not going to get it
You
done.
should be
Mako
winning the
as
map.
well does get cleaned up. And 2 rounds now for Global Esports after the half.
Yeah, and they recover the Bulldog as well, so only losing one member, not a bad place to be,
Okay,
right?
bonus
Texture,
round for
he's
them.
gonna continue to stick
Look
with that
in.
Marshall, try to save up for that operator in the coming rounds. Now the bonus is, it's important here. It's okay for Global Esports to lose this round, but most ideally, they actually get closer to
Not
their
great.
bulk orbs, right?
Not too bad.
Through kills, I mean, right? Getting 2 or 3 weapons out of the opponent's hands, and if you ideally you can stack it on the Bodsy or Aaron to get these crucial retake ultimates, that's the most ideal scenario.
It's definitely what you would want as DRX going to take it slow to start. Setting up pretty similar.
Okay, just
similar
the
lead to what we
standards.
saw Global do.
It's honestly just a standard bonus that people are doing now as well, just a 4-1.
We are not going to be
People
looking to move
people
too
like to be
long as
aggro
now
with
here
the
comes
bonus.
Global out
This
of
is a common one.
lobby.
Instant
RB is
reaction
here,
is 2
and that
people
push
here,
will
but
be
the
sort of
spikes here, so they
stifled, but there are
kind of...
4 members looking
Yeah,
to
they
take this
couldn't
push from
maybe
Global.
do the actual call, and now
You're
they've...
getting very greedy with this. You've already been
Foxy
spotted.
did good.
Oh, shot through the smoke though. Ronsky gonna get one. RB
Monyet?
is trying to take down Monyet.
Damn,
Finally
this is getting
does.
really
A
rough
little
at the
bit late
moment.
to help his teammate there as Buzz does poke out as
It
well.
was
They
kind
have
of
stifled the
split
push
up
for now, but
what was
already
going
a
on.
couple of kills for Global.
Okay, but here's the thing.
Like, it was
Botsy
really
is
split
going
up.
to get
There's
his
like,
ultimate,
they kind of
right? I mean,
wanted to
unless he-
leave this and
unfortunately,
instant
guys,
react,
I mean,
but
it's
then the
almost
spike
better
was
for him right
down,
now
and
to die
then
to
they
a
had to
member of
fight.
DRX. So
Then
he'll get
Foxy
his
did
ultimate.
great to kind
They've
of
already
fight with
taken away
them,
2
but
weapons. Buzz is weak as well. So if Global can
still a great
take out
bonus
one
at the
more
moment, though,
person
for
here,
GE.
ideally
See if they
on
can get any
Ronsky,
extra.
and then even if they lose a round, it's actually a very, very good position for Global to be in for the defending
Scrim
half.
Saw Esports. I haven't watched anything of Liquid's
Ronsky
Prague.
pushing
I
his
watched some
way
in
through
Jan, but I
very
haven't seen
slowly,
anything
but
in
they
like the
are all
past 2
out
months.
on long. Botsy is going to be the one that has to check for this. Some shots thrown out, and Botsy,
What's up, Yampy? How you doing?
blind comes out, he
One.
gets one.
Guiding light?
As there's another blind, and RB will get the kill
Oh,
through the
Ronsky.
blind. but
Oh
Ronsky,
boy.
1v1. Getting pretty
Yampy,
low
I'm
on
not
time,
getting anything.
though,
It's too
as
early.
He does try to stick this, but a nice
Damn.
little
I mean,
shovel
this
come
is
through
some
from
great
RB.
damage.
4 kills
We're gonna see a
for
massive
Global
swing
in that
rounds.
round is still
Whoever
going to
wins
make
this
the
has a
free
very
hit.
good chance of winning
solid
the
round.
game.
I mean,
they get their own version of an op-out as well. In terms of texture, we'll see where he's going to go. And they are having a discussion because some of the money's kind of low here.
You put your Seekers online. You're only 2 points away from that null command on Ronski, and you now have a round where
looking
you find
like
that operator. You are now in a position where you have
okay, Stax is taking a hit to get full util.
This allows him to not have to stack a site because the operator can hold on to that site for just a bit longer on his own.
And that's what Texter's going to be looking for here. See if he can do what Foxy did in the last round. He is going to miss that first shot. As here comes DRX,
my, look at this over-rotate.
Into sewers just to try to clear this one out.
Now this is a big difference between DRX and Global, right? They're not sticking
just
to
an over-rotate, or do they have something?
They keep fishing for information in mid, and they're going to slow
Texture
forward.
Oh, I think he
He
knows.
just saw him. Nice shot. Nicely handled from Ronski.
Totally cleared up as Stax.
Okay, well, this was the big swing round. This was the big important round. And oh my goodness, and they won it cleanly. I wonder if they have some kind of read into how DRX play, because they fully left B. Fully left B. They had no util here for any kind of info. And they were so confident they were going for this, and it was no
But going back to my point,
it wasn't a fake or anything.
while Foxy is great individually, how much practice wow, Manya. How much practice have you had as a team, right, with RB on the Sova? His Sova's fine, but it's not the original starting 5 to get these amazing site execs to get back in and plant. Oh,
Texter is just shooting fish in a barrel. There were 4 of them out there on long. He's going to pick up 2.
Yeah.
And
they put them down to eco.
Operator. Yes, Aaron did go down, but
they spotted this in the middle.
Holding on to this one pretty nicely. Botsy right here to stop any.
Dude, they're in such a good spot.
Yeah, they
DRX's map as well.
So they're just hanging back, right? No reason to take any risks. Now, the reason they're trying to keep a little bit close to B site is ideally Global Esports also doesn't use
so many Korean jets. Yeah, it's true.
Round, right? And DRX now that oh man. Well, I was about to say ideally
when the
game
game first came out and Jet was crazy. Man, some of the clips that were coming out was nuts. There was a lot of insane Korean jets.
Listen, I'm not.
I think this is a good time to take a timeout, okay? They kind of got spanked a little bit in the last 2-3 rounds. And they will have to come up with some kind of strategy to shut down this operator.
And the other thing is we know historically, Tourney will not call timeouts unless he feels as
why is Zest not playing? Honestly, it just feels like the coach is trying different things.
They might get caught up and tied, and you know, Termi just says, no, I trust in Stax or Zest. They're going to make the right calls as the IGL. Obviously, currently it is Stax, and he just lets them do their thing. But I think he's starting to realize, okay, Global Esports, they have a great opper. And now the way they're playing around
right-click reset, it was just madness, wasn't it?
In the beginning rounds, we saw Stax make the calls of, okay, they're going to keep stacking A site. Let's try to see what we can do to break that open. But now with the operator, you got to start guessing where it is. And you got to go back to original.
How is DRX losing to GE?
Early, right?
Double pistol, losing some vital,
yeah, feels like they have been rushing just
some vital rounds in terms of swing rounds.
Get into the comms and say
that's at least how we got to 8-9.
Because, as you mentioned, I think, you know,
GE are doing very well at hitting a lot of shots and trading, to be honest with you, at least on their attack. I don't feel like strategy-wise they played fantastic on their attack, but they did frag out and win when there were stacks. So swing round is where both teams are gonna eco if they lose next.
Now, operator does go on to the
so it can swing heavy in one person's direction if they win it.
And the reason they're doing this is they have ultimates as well, so let DRX use their ultimates for free to get into the site. DRX correctly saving theirs to fight against the retag as well. Both teams are very aware of the ult economy right now.
Yeah, and that is going to be the plants. Setting up out here in the courtyard as the Seekers are here, the Trailblazer as well. Foxy9 a little bit of trouble. The push out through the smoke is pretty strong.
Hey, GE handling this well, really well.
From Garage now, as RB will get one, and the diffuser's coming in the smoke, but a nice shot from Buzz.
half is done.
Yeah, Texture, he has to take him down. Shorty here. Lots of time bought by Buzz.
You know that the half
One smoke and it's half. Oh, it's unlucky. Damn, that was close. The 2-on-4 was just there. RB did really well. I mean, they both did really well. This one was so close.
Props to Global. The way they push out of
yeah, they actually handled this very well, and they pushed fast.
Two sides of the smoke was very good. When Yet's timing to push out of garage was
when Yet got a lot of kills. Like they
made
made sure that they applied pressure real fast with this. They were not messing around. Feels like they have some good reads into how DRX play this. Like they took back site really fast. They took back site very fast. They didn't have to worry about fighting site too much on the retake. And when they took A control early, their rotates were really heavy. So honestly, I think they have some good reads inside DRX at the moment, even though they have changed up their lineup for this.
Much like we saw from Buzz,
okay.
Defense is setting up in the exact same place.
Yeah, just gonna do a heavier C.
Well, there goes the turret. I wonder if Aaron... I felt like Aaron had time to take the turret back when he missed the volley.
For easy retake on A, so I am curious if DRX gets the plant without a Sova or a Fade, what does your retake look like?
Okay, nice overwhelm at the moment. This has been good calling, so they break the util. This is kind of what we never saw from
that's fine, but there's still so much more for DRX. You've still got the lockdown
from GE.
Yeah, and if you're DRX, I think you might even just use this to be safe.
They get sight, they have Killjoy ult, they get under bulk, we have stun still. It's a doable retake, but it's going to be very hard. With the op as well, it could be really hard.
There it is. There's the lockdown.
I think they just kind of think they just try and get exits now. Push down middle, get some exits, do like a 3-2.
They're not looking great on their economy, right?
So the issue for them right now, and maybe the mistake in my mind that GE are making, is that their money's really good and DRX's money is really low. So the play here in my mind is to put 2 people here in case they exit spawn and put 3 people here and just duel heavy. Like I think they missed a trick here because now they get 3,000 and they just gave them a way back in fully. Like the round's a great way back in, but they, in my mind, when this ult comes in, instant reaction is we need to lock them in. I would have been fine for a 4-1 as well, to be honest with you.
But I think it's the right call. You hold on to your economy, and maybe you'll get a better chance next time. And they call a timeout as well. So they say, okay, we're really slowing things down. We have the
5-man save is kind of wild. It's the right call. Like they weren't gonna win the retake. Like they were not gonna win this retake. So I actually think the 5-man call was right. But in my mind, again, they should have just done the damage. But it's a good sign that it's a good sign that they realize they should be saving, but they are just missing the extra step there.
School, but he skips school. Come watch DRX play. It is a Monday here in Seoul, South Korea, so skipped the afternoon classes, it seems. But going back to what Global is looking to do here, I mean, first of all, I think you take a look at the scoreboard and you realize, okay, because of Foxy9, DRX is
not yet, Dubster. Maybe at one stage.
Especially now that they're on the attacking side, you got to imagine that it's all
maybe one stage you miss a game.
When Buzz used to play. Buzz is actually more of a space creating Jet and duelist. Foxy9 is more of a fragging.
Like
duelist.
I said earlier, they're moving the time a little bit earlier, so that could be the real struggle. That might be where we start missing the fast map. We'll see.
By leaving A side open, you're realizing, okay, DRX are gonna keep taking their time, and eventually they'll read that we leave it for open. Okay, so they're gonna push out from both sides.
Money's now pretty good. Oh.
And Texture, he's gonna be.
We're going for an aggro play.
Right on C-Long. Through the smoke he goes. Some spray.
Nice bait, a little spam through sight.
But he misses the shot.
Nice shot.
Check there from the side of
Honestly,
Mako,
the fact that he did
massive
6.
amount of damage. He's got 6 health.
Yeah, and Buzz has been chunked down as well. But the most important thing here is Global has full control of A main. They know it has to be B or C.
And let's see. I mean, Foxy9, he gets up onto the boxes here. There's a lot of spray.
Okay, they get sight. Get a good plant. This time they're going to fight a little bit heavier on sight, so that's nice. Instant reaction, Dog goes through here. Okay, he's doing great at creating a lot of pressure. This is a slow retake though because they're smoked off from this area.
go in the middle of
they
the
look like
chaos.
this. They're not doing this retake right, in my opinion. I think DRX are gonna win. Still think DRX are gonna win.
Gets a kill, but immediately gets taken out. Banya
It's a lot up to Sky.
Okay, from behind they get the couple of kills, but running out of time now. As one kill
Damn.
from Arim, it's a 1-on-1.
It's not too bad. He's 6 HP.
He's not gonna stick it. The shot. Oh, 6 health from Mako. He just
Wow,
not gonna
okay.
get the kill. Aaron.
But
And they have time on this. A lot of
I think
this.
he might be like 0.3 seconds late.
Oh, it's
Oh, that's so unlucky, man. It was
so
close.
Aaron. He did so much work, but Mako has the
It was fine. It was
perfect timing
honestly
to force the fight.
they did way better than I
Right,
thought
so
they
he
were gonna
can't get the
do.
defuse
I
on
think
time.
Bazzi played it
Aaron's
really
gotta be
well.
kicking himself for not getting
Little
the
bit
kill early.
slow, but
And I
honestly that
wonder,
was kind of
if there wasn't a call
because
for
DRX played it really
Mako's
well.
health, right? Because
Mako
otherwise
did
he could've just sprayed the
unbelievable.
boxes
Like,
and
how is he
peeked
getting
instead
that
of
kill
trying
on
to go for
6
the
HP?
headshot.
I
Missing
mean, how's
that
he
one
getting
with
both of
stacks
his kills on
spraying
6 HP?
here. Wow, I mean,
boy.
listen.
Yeah,
Global
see
has
the
played
stack spraying
the
pretty
idea
much.
correctly, but it's just 0.2, 0.3 seconds late.
It's rough. They're getting really close on so many of these rounds, and already with 9 rounds, you can say it's a quote-unquote victory, but that's not what they're looking for here. They want to take down this map, and they essentially have to do it here. They pick up another operator for Texture, and they're going to give it one
Okay, this is
last go at
perfect.
things, essentially.
Interesting. We just
DRX
tuck
will slow
behind,
things
and now
down,
we're gonna
throw out the
take up instant
drone
info. We
through
pop dash,
the lobby, just
but he
checking
did
out
great.
all
That
the
means that we
corners.
can have Sky
After that,
flash
somebody
long,
might
just
push
make sure they didn't take a
through.
timing and over rotate.
Yeah, so
I
that
say
has
over
actually
rotate,
drawn
just
Foxy
rotate.
back. We just saw him
I was
use
thinking of
Skylight
this
on a
stack because
main.
I have 3
So
people
DRX
here. This is
actually
a
does
very
give
good
them a
read
little
from
bit more
GE.
time, but Global
3
Esports, they
people.
stacked C-site. A was always
Killjoy ult goes
They
down
have
as well.
so
They
much
fully
stuff
committed.
on here from the Killjoy as well. The lockdown is in as Foxy 9 is going to beat the corner.
DRX has to push.
Gets the one. Does
Wow, Foxy
actually
did
shut
incredible.
down
Oh no.
the lockdown. Oh, and
Texture.
yeah, Texture on the backside here. He's looking. Oh, does not line up that
Oh my
second one.
goodness. Keep an eye on this luck
As
that
the
happened
spike
from Garage. I'm pretty sure. I'm not
been
100%.
planted. We do see Mako gonna pick it
Yeah,
up and
Stacks
go over
wins
to
this
the A
round.
side. Stacks elsewhere on C is getting killed.
Wait, what a
This
weird
is just
round.
ring around the rosy for all members because
What
they
a
were
weird
all
round.
so
Oh my
split.
goodness.
And Mako moves into B actually.
Yeah,
Feeling the pressure.
but they do know he left A because Texture was trying to keep sights of him. He heard the audio as well.
Ronsky right here. Easy lineup for him. 3rd kill.
They don't know where Buzz is.
So where's someone on 6 HP on the clutch?
Now Buzz is very low.
6 health again.
Yeah, what is it with DRX? and
Texture
six?
2, 6 health, and down goes Buzz.
Nice round
Global
from
this time,
Wrongski.
much easier, a lot more
GE
time
had a very
to take this,
good. I mean, GE did
defuse
great
down.
into this round.
And Valdez, let's
Texture
keep in
did
mind,
really
DRX
good as
not at
well.
match point just yet.
Almost
They
kind of got
cannot
caught off, but I
relax
can
because
fully
they
understand
still
it.
wanna make sure that they get to match point first.
Yeah, I thought this round was really good
This
from
next round, when it
GE.
goes 11-11, things
They
can
have
go
some
either
good
way.
reads,
DRX's economy
though.
should
Like
start
whoever's
drying up
doing
again.
like a lot of their research, Coach,
They just had a
IGL.
lot of good reads, like Ronsky just being here right on time. He
Yeah,
hears the
they're
plans,
all
like,
over them in terms of like
he's in
stacks
position
and
as
how
the
they want to
coach.
play.
Just,
Yeah.
Eraser, he's feeling very
And like
happy about
rotating.
things.
Basically, when they take map control, it feels like they know where they're
Right, the
going.
performance
The amount
of
of
his
times they've
players
had 3
and
people in the
Bronski,
right
too. He
position
had a
is
rough start in
it's
week
a lot.
one,
It's
but he's
a
coming
hell of
in,
a lot.
really proven his value on this
They
deep
break
roster of
the
Global Esports.
economy as well.
Absolutely, they have proven it. Each and every one of them.
Break the
individually.
economy. They
As
have a
here
good
comes
chance into this. They
DRX
do
very
take a lot of
fast.
map control.
Foxy up top. As they're
The
gonna get
B
this
rounds have
pretty
been
easy
very
clamp
close,
down,
so
and
this
Global
is going to
play for the
be
retake.
Yeah,
another
global
one, no
understanding that
doubt.
this is going to be,
Buzz
most
in
likely
spawn
Nico
does
here
have
on
one
the
molly. We'll
DRX.
have an
They
after
actually sent
plant
3
lineup from
members to
here.
go back and make sure
Dog
that
might go
there's
spawn,
no
to be honest with you.
post-plant lineups being prepared like this.
Nicely
Oh, boy.
done from Munye.
Manya just gonna clean it up. He's got 2.
Oh, nice
Fisk over
Omen
there.
flash.
Mako
That's
is
a-
going to be able to take
damn,
down
it's a
one
shame.
as- Yeah, just cleans
Damn,
them up as well. Everybody taken down. and
I'm
Global will
impressed
tie
with
it up.
GE.
Okay.
I know they won double
It comes
pistol,
down to this next round for
but
both sides,
they're
right?
looking like
Global
a lot of the
Esports,
stuff
while
they're
they are starting
doing
to
looks
get
really
this win
good. Maybe
streak,
the timing
they're
here
still
obviously
losing
could have
weapons as
tucked in,
well,
wait for
so
the
their
Omen
econ
flash
not in the
in
most
an
excellent
ideal
position.
world, but
Meanwhile, on the other side, DRX, they save for this next round. They
Okay.
save up because they can
yeah,
play the
DRX
next
saved for this
and
round,
then
and they call
try
a
to
timeout,
get,
so it's huge.
another
This
buy
is
as well, and wow, forcing both timeouts at a Termi? Not
so
a lot of
many,
teams can do
so
that.
many of
Oh,
these
man.
games are really
That
close.
is a good sign. If you
It's like the
are
most.
a Global
That's what we're
Esports
seeing just
fan.
in all of this split. So
Second one
many
forced
games are
out
getting
from
really
the side of
close.
DRX, and Yeah, I mean, even when DRX are winning
especially
rounds,
from teams
like,
that maybe I'm not expecting it to be close matches.
Spike blow up and deny the defuse just barely was Mako on 6 health. Like,
yes,
it feels like they're just barely scraping by.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, those were really off the back of Mako. And while we pointed out his KDA was, you know, not as high as we would normally like to see, those couple rounds he proves once again why we continue to call him just the most reliable, consistent player on DRX.
I don't know the exact reason why he's not playing, but I can kind of guess that they're honestly just trying out roles. Like, it looks like, in my opinion, with how this is all looking, like DRX are kind of confident they're gonna win this. At least, maybe not win the split, but they're at least confident they can experiment a little bit with their team and check out roles and put players in terms of the 6-person roster, and they can still get to Tokyo. So it looks like they're just using this as like a kind of how I think Navi are approaching it, just an experiment period, really. Like just massive experimental period.
Plant the operator in sewers, and then Batsy most likely will leave if they didn't get contact. Now they do get contact, so he's gonna have to stick around and actually call for Ronski's help as well.
Sure, waiting. The DRX are slow.
Yeah, and Monyet actually pushes out into Cubby and C-Main as well. So the goal for Global Esports is just hang tight.
Senna hit. Yeah, I mean, it's different. Senna, DRX are confident they're going to go to lock-in. Senna playing for lock-in, if that makes sense. So when it's not being experimental, it's like that. Right now, what they think is the best roles. In my opinion.
The Seekers, yes, yeah, I like that they
not
use
lock in, sorry, Tokyo.
You used the null command earlier, but you didn't actually confirm if DRX has left. Meanwhile, C-Site, we see it on the small screen.
Uh-oh. And there's the fight. Monyet's gonna
big
win that
duel over towards C here. That's also a big duel. That's a bigger duel. Oh no, backside didn't swing.
It's really up to him as
gotta get 2 if you're gonna bait like that. Oh my goodness.
To the plate when they needed
oh my god. They got, they got the most important duel over towards C Long.
What an explosive entry.
And then Foxy does that.
Wow.
I mean, he's been great. He's on 27 to 15.
Give this guy the MVP already.
Absolutely. I mean, just off of that play, when they needed the most, like you said, Valdez, he understands that the op has already left.
Oh, the stun hit the sky. That's why he didn't swing. Okay.
So clean and
damn, okay, well then that's just the most insane round. Nice hit. Nice hit, nice pathing. Yeah, I didn't see the stun. Sorry for calling you out, Buzzy. You weren't baiting.
Nobody else is close. Let's just say that.
He is single-handedly leading DRX to this victory. Now, yes, they're playing around him as well.
Okay, one chance for them.
Finish map 1 on a 30 frags. That's going to be a good thing for his record, right? A lot of people, again, continue to wonder, what exactly is your power level, Foxy? We hear that you're fast, but how strong are you?
Well, this time,
Dude, they're getting a lot of the first kills.
They get the kill on a Buzz. It's going to be a good start here for Global. Especially, Texture, he's got the Blade Storm as here comes Foxy.
If it's not Foxy, it's not a first kill.
He's up in the sky. Stacks, though, going to take that kill as
he actually got the kill in the end for it as well. I mean, this one is rough. They got Breach, and then he can get under Heaven if he decides to use it.
Stacks has Rolling Thunder as well.
Oh, nice beat from Batsy. Out of the window, they don't hold that. Texture and Monyet pushing in.
Oh, man. He's an absolute hero. He actually gets 30. He gets 30 kills of that. He did so good. Okay, they win.